Oh my goodness, one of the steals of a deal of the year award here. Secret Rare Foo Fighters, only $225. Buy it now. Serialized 4 out of 10. Star Rare. Absolutely insane. But I mean, if anyone that's new to UFO, you might see this card and not even know it was a secret rare, because you might, like, unless you look in the bottom left corner or see that it's a star rare, you might even just miss that this is a secret rare. But $225, I guarantee that would sell for a lot more now, probably over $1,000. That's a sweet looking card to start with. Serialized out of 10 from a product that has a several hundreds of thousand print run. I mean, booster box is 100,000. Every SKU was 100,000. So pulling a card serialized out of 10 from UFO was near impossible. $225? You gotta be kidding me. But this one, MetaZoo was dead, so that was probably a lot of money to sell a MetaZoo card for, right? Yeah, one of the steals of a deal of the year right there. Hey, the Mike Waddell business card with Mothman behind him. The PSA 10, $676 in auction. Wow, look at this. Kickstarter Full Hollow Chaos Crystal PSA 10 for only $81.04 in auction. Sold by Nick Strength of Pokemon on June 27, 2024. And Chromie's Cryptic Carnival Chibi Aura for only $61. Steve Aoki from MetaZoo Top Series 0. Serialized out of $299. Only $36 in auction. I once paid $300 for this card. Not this exact same card, it was a different serial number. But for a raw card, Steve Aoki from Top Series 0, I once paid $300. Now, it graded a PSA 10, which is really, really hard to do. But still, I paid $300, so seeing one sell for $36, absolute steal of a deal. Hey, my Chupacabra's back. Yeah, only $9.50 in auction. And here's some more Kickstarter booster boxes. We had one sell for $560, best offer accepted. And another one, the non-alternating box, sold for $850. So June 29, 2024, you can get a Kickstarter booster box for $560. And then we have another Kickstarter Full Hollow Chaos Crystal PSA 10, sold for $141.50 in auction. And on June 18, 2024, this is the lowest recorded sale that I have of a Kickstarter Full Hollow PSA 10 Loveland Frogman for only $120.27 in auction. Here we have a Bigfoot from MetaZoo Topps Chrome, serialized out of 5 to alternate art, throwing blows. Serialized number 4 out of 5, PSA 10 for only $250. Recently in December 2024, number 2 out of 5, the same card, Bigfoot MetaZoo Topps Chrome, a raw copy sold for about $318 in auction. This is a PSA 10 for only $250. Here we have a Walking Sam sample card, PSA 9, sold for $400, best offer accepted. And here's a red ink, it's just raw. So I don't know what the grade would be, but $850 for a red ink. And here we have a Loveland Frogman Kickstarter Full Hollow Perfect CGC 10 for only $150 on July 2nd, 2024. Like, take a look at this. That's crazy. $150. Kickstarter Full Hollow Loveland Frogman Perfect 10. That's an absolute insane steal of a deal. Here we have 6 boxes of Chromie's Cryptic Carnival for $162.50 in auction. Here we have Chains of Old Scratch, the eBay edition, which is very hard to find. PSA 10 for only $82. And then a PSA 9 Blue Ink for only $500 in auction. PSA 10 Red Ink, $1,445 in auction. I don't know if these are the same ones coming up that are relisted because maybe someone didn't pay. Content Creator Medal with the Bunny Man. There's a lot of those coming out. $139.50 in auction. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Sample Van Meter Visitor, $127.50 in auction. Yes, it has a huge print line in the middle of the card. But at that price, oh man, I wish I would have jumped on this one as well. But like I said earlier in other videos, there's just too many other crazy auctions that I was bidding on. I just couldn't buy everything. Flatwoods Monster PSA 9 sample card, only $171.50 in auction. Sample Grim Reaper with a Poncho autograph and doodle on it, only $260 in auction. Here we have a Blue Ink, 2 of them. One sold for $500 in auction and one for $550, best offer accepted, both PSA 9s. Back on July 3rd, 2024. And here's 2 red inks. So we had a PSA 10 red inks sold for $1,445. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video. And another one, raw, sold for $700 on July 5th, 2024. Then we have a sample Ding Bell, PSA 9, for only $172.50. Sample Ghost Train, PSA 10, sold for $700, best offer accepted. And then the Genesis Bigfoot, PSA 10, for $250. Now to put that in perspective, I got a really good deal when I bought one of these Bigfoot Genesis cards, PSA 9 for $200. PSA 10 for only $250. Massive steal of a deal. Here we have Satanic Panic playtester card. Only $72 in auction. Oh, massive steal of a deal. The Mothman gold token, or the gold Mothman token, serialized out of 100. Only $104.19 in auction. And then sample Quetzalcoatlus raw, so for $500, best offer accepted. Full hollow full hollow first edition Mothman, not Kickstarter, PSA 10, $71 in auction. Here's a crazy one. The MetaZoo Illustrator Metal, PSA 9 for $1,275 in auction. July 13, 2024. You never see this card. I wonder what a PSA 10 would sell for. And then we have the MetaZoo Content Creator Metal, PSA 10, only $123.50 in auction. That's a steal of a deal. And then the MetaZoo Influencer Metal, PSA 10, sold for $277 in auction. PSA 10 Sample Flatwoods Monster, only $401 in auction. PSA 9 Blue Ink sold for $510 in auction. And another Blue Ink, PSA 9, sold for $525 in auction. And a PSA 10 Red Ink sold for $1,321.99 in auction. Here's another rare metal card, the Diplomat Metal with Hodag on it. PSA 10 sold for $612 in auction. Let's take a look at that. Oh man, this is another card that I just couldn't pull the trigger on. I was bidding on way too many other things. But PSA 9 Mothman from the revived skateboard promos from Nightfall, only $137.50 in auction. Mike Waddell business card once again, PSA 10, sold for $510.01 in auction. Look at this Piazza Bird from Native, $8.50 in auction, and it's the big box version too. Invisible Ink, $9.50. One of the more, I don't know, this card I think is very under the radar still. Can only get in 30th anniversary boxes, and it's very, very hard to pull. And the first edition, oh man, first anniversary celebration promo card from MetaZoo, $1.50 in auction. I have to tell the story every time. When I was new to MetaZoo, and I saw this first anniversary promo card, I paid $125 American for a raw copy, just like the one you're looking at right there. It graded a PSA 10, thank goodness, but to see itself for $1.50, like what, 2.5 years later? I paid $125 American for this same card, raw. How insane is that? And here's a cool card, and I think a massive steal of a deal. You'll see why right away. So it's a sample Twin Meteor card, $86. I mean, it's a sample card, but there's something really cool about this sample card in specific. On this sample card, it does not have the name of the illustrator, it just says placeholder. They forgot to put the name of the artist on the card, so that's a really cool error sample card. So for $86, I think that is really cool. Here we have Hero from HeroQuest. It's got a print line on it, but very hard card to come across for a good price. So $51 in auction, steal of a deal. Bunnyman Full Hollow from Caster's Cup, once again autographed. I passed on this one too. Autographed by Poncho as well, only $26. That's a massive steal of a deal. Loveland Mailman, PSA 10 for only $37 in auction. That's insane. Hey, Sam Sinclair at the Native Gala once again in his tuxedo. Only $5.50. Oh, Kickstarter Full Hollow Piazza Bird, PSA 10, only $63 in auction. Here we have another MetaZoo Topps Chrome Gold Refractor Mothman serialized out of 50. That sold for $150. Best offer accepted. It's serialized 40 out of 50. This card is actually still on eBay, so whoever bought it put it back up on eBay. Numbered 40 out of 50. But they're asking for a lot more than $150. Here we have two more Kickstarter booster boxes. So, on July 10th, best offer accepted, $600. And for non-alternating, $750. Crazy the Kickstarter boxes were this low. Hey, another card that I bought. So, Mothman X-Fractor MetaZoo Topps Chrome PSA 10. So for $88 in auction. There's only 6 of these that exist. Here we have 4 boxes of Native, all the different artworks, all the different styles of the booster box for $220 in auction. Anyone that collects Native is looking at this being like, no way. I mean, one box will sell for $100 now. Never mind to get the entire art set, all 4 different booster boxes for $220. July 21st, 2024, that happened. Here we have Playtester Wendigo PSA 10, sold for $175, best offer accepted. I think this is just cool and an underrated card. Loveland Frogman from Chromie's Cryptic Carnival, Full Hollow PSA 10 for only $19.50. And look at this, Kickstarter, Sam Sinclair, I don't even care what the condition is. Only $16.50. Are you kidding me? And then we have a Playtester Men in Black, Full Hollow PSA 10 for only $208.50 in auction.